Hey everyone, Gretchen Wegner here with the anti-boring approach to school and schooling. And thus far this summer, I have been doing a little bit of a series unpacking what the word anti-boring even means. And today what I want to do is try and pull some of this together. I realized that it was going to get tedious if I did one concept for every video. So I want to let you in a little bit to my thinking process right now. So first, right, because I'm learning while I'm doing these videos, right? I'm creating my ideas while I'm actually have the camera on. So the first thing that I did in preparation to talk this through was I just started brainstorming all of the lenses that I feel like are a part of the anti-boring approach to school and the toolkit, right? Because most importantly, the anti-boring approach is a set of tools that students and educators can use. And so I'm not going to read all of these now. I just wanted you to have the visual of the spray of lenses. And I'm sure I'm missing some of them here. And actually in the next whiteboard that I show you, I want to show you how I was about to do a video just with this. And I was like, I haven't clumped and chunked the information yet. And clumping and chunking is one of the tools that I teach in the anti-boring approach. So I made this board, which is not quite as pretty and exciting, but it helped me start to see what are the different categories here. And this is a work in progress, y'all. This is just thinking that I made this video back in June. And so I want to talk you through the categories here. And then I want those of you who've been in my world for a while and been watching me to let me know if you think what I'm missing, because I think there are more theoretical and practical lenses than I have included here. I know there are. This was just my initial brainstorm. So there are 3 chunks right now. The first chunk is, actually I want to start over here. The first chunk is the one that is probably the most obvious. Science of learning, right, is so crucial to this. Executive functions and all of our growing understanding around the science of executive functions, that's a part of the anti-boring approach toolkit too. Increasingly, I am seeing the links between what we know about the nervous system and what we know about student regulation. I could have put the word regulation here actually. Student and teacher and parent regulation, right? And then there's also the science of habit formation that's a part of this. So this is like the science and the research. On this side is the systems approaches. So a student is not just by themselves learning how to be better learners and how to be better with their executive functions. Students live in the midst of a cultural system that has a particular orientation to what learning looks like, to how students and adults should interact with each other, and even to identity. Ooh, I should have put the word identity somewhere on here. I'm just going to add it right now. I think it belongs over here. It might though belong over here too. I mean, obviously these clumps overlap, right? So in this section, we have understanding colonizer culture. I did a video about that. Understanding oppression disruption, like oppression in general, and systemic oppression, and then oppression disruption. I probably should have also put over on the side, my goodness, there's so much intersectionality. I could have done a whole video about what I'm learning about the anti-boring approach toolkit and the intersections of different identities, whether that be racial, whether it be identities related to ableism, like learning disabilities, and then also gender, and mostly gender, not really sexuality. Although I'm sure, I'm sure it's all related, right? So then here, decentering habitual ways of relating to ourselves, to information and skills, to others, and to the system. It would be nice to also decenter the way the system relates to us, but we may have less power over that initially. And then I just added identity and intersectionality there. So this is like systems theory, and this is sort of science theory. And then over here, there's like working with the actual person. I probably should have also put actually for systems, family systems. I don't know if that belongs over here or over here. But here we have, I just added the word identity, we have personal growth, and we have self-care and self-advocacy. We have play and pleasure. These are all lenses that are so a part of the anti-boring approach toolkit related to coaching, but also related to things to center in the classroom when working with students. I'm sure there's more to this list too that I've left out. There's probably, you know, there's mindset work. I'm realizing that's here. Anyway, the anti-boring approach toolkit that I teach students and parents and educators and business builders is all the same. It's all interconnected. It's why I remain absolutely committed to talking to everybody at once. The teachers who I actually help build their businesses all find the toolkit for students invaluable in their work business building. It's amazing. It's amazing to see. And the educators and parents I work with around the anti-boring toolkit find the toolkit amazing, not just for the students they help, but also for their own personal growth and self-care and self-advocacy. So all of these tools are interrelated, and we're all in the system, right? Either we are helping uphold the system that exists, or we're helping to disrupt the system, and at different times there's disruption versus upholding. So it's complicated and it's rich and it's meaty, and I am discovering that the more I dig into the complexity of the toolkit, the richer the conversations are that the educators are having in my anti-boring educators club, and the richer the work is that we're doing with students in classrooms. So speaking of richness, before I end, I have been inviting people this summer to enjoy my new free gift, which is related to anti-oppression and and decentering our habitual ways of relating to other people, especially young people. And so I want to invite you to download my new 2-page free gift called the Consent Burger. It's a 3-step communication protocol that can help adults communicate with kids, and also kids, when you are not being communicated well with adults, it's a way for you to use these same 3 steps inside yourself. That might also help you self-advocate. So you can check it out at gretchenwegner.com/consent. It will be right there. And yeah, I may have one more summer video up for you next week, 1 or 2. So we'll see you then. Bye, everyone.